Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.9239 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 3.7%. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. From the all-time high, Polygon Matic has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us to around the $0.32 mark. And having done that, I believe Polygon Matic has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC correction, and soon we might see this pump to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. And before that plays out, we first need to see a wave 1 to the upper side of this Elliot wave, and I have a target area for that first wave to the upper side that is at around the $1.91 mark and the $1.62 mark, and that I'm basing it on the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the Fibs here, connecting the low down there to the all-time high, that gives me a target area for that first wave between the 0.618 fib level and the 0.5 fib level, that is within this yellow target right here. And within a wave 1 to the upper side, I also need to see fractal waves information, and that is what I want to discuss in this video. So if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that you can see this better. So from what I have here on the 4-hour chart, within a wave 1 we need to see fractal waves, and I believe this is a move that we are in at the moment. And at the moment we are in the formation of a wave 5 to the upper side, and I want to get a little bit into the details of these fractal waves. So if I zoom out on this chart, you can see from the moment we made that low at around the $0.32 mark, we started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in a wave 1 of that fractal wave, then saw a retracement in a wave 2, then saw another movement to the upper side in a wave 3, a retracement in a wave 4, and what is information is a wave 5 to the upper side. And in this movement to the upper side of the wave 1, we made a high right here and then started seeing a retracement to the lower side in a wave 2. And if I use the Fibonacci's to try and see whether that wave 2 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 2 to do, connecting the low of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 1, that wave 2 to the lower side should do a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, and that has happened here on the chart. Then after touching that key area on the Fibonacci's, we started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in a wave 3, and I had a target area for that third wave to the upper side within this yellow target at around the $0.93 mark, and that played out. And that target area was basing it on the trend based Fibonacci's. So if I use the trend based Fibonacci's, connecting the low of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2, you can see I have a target area at around the fib level 1.618, that is at around the $0.92 mark, and that played out. We even overshooted that area to the upper side, faced a key area of resistance, then started seeing a retracement to the lower side in a wave 4. And because a wave 4 is a retracement of the wave 3, we can use the Fibonacci's to see whether the wave 4 has done the minimum that we expected it to do. So if I apply the fibs connecting the low of the wave 2 to the high of the wave 3, that should give us a minimum retracement area for that wave 4 to the lower side, that is within this yellow target, and that was between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5, that is at around the $0.78 mark and the $0.71 mark. And in that movement to the lower side in a wave 4, we maximized that target area, then started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in what I can term now as a wave 5. And within a wave 5, we also need to see fractal waves information. So within a wave 5, I also expect to see a first wave to the upper side, then a second wave, then a third wave to the upper side, a fourth wave, and a fifth wave to complete that Elliot wave count to the upper side. And in that movement, I believe we have made the high for that first wave to the upper side of this fractal wave in blue, and in a retracement to the lower side, that would be the formation of a wave 2, and we can use the Fibonacci's also to get a target area for that wave 2. So if I use the Fibonacci's, connecting the low of that first wave to the high of that first wave right there, that gives me a target area between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382. That is between the $0.8358 mark and the $0.9055 mark. And as you can see here on the charts, the price of Polygon Matic has respected that. We moved into that blue target area and we have started seeing a reaction to the upper side. That is a reversal to the upper side in what we can now term as a wave 3 of this fractal wave. And if I use the trend-based Fibonacci's to get a target area for that third wave to the upper side, connecting the low of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs, that should give us a target area for that third wave to the upper side, up here at around the $1.33545 mark. So I can mark that using a yellow target area. Having said that, that brings me to the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. It's possible that we have seen the low for that fractal wave 2, and it's possible that we might continue pushing to the upper side in a wave 3, break above this key area of resistance, have a retest of that area, and once we see a retest, we can continue unlocking even higher prices. And that movement, I expect it to take us to around the $1.3431 mark. That is within this target area that I have drawn out here on the charts using the trend-based Fibonacci's as the minimum that I expect that wave 3 to the upper side to do. And in between here, we also need to have in mind that we have key areas of resistances. So once we manage to break above them and have a successful retest, that movement could take us to this target area that I have for the wave 3. And it's also possible that maybe the low for that wave 2 is not yet in, and what is information here might be the ABC correction. And at the moment we can draw this as the wave A, then this as a wave B, and soon we might see a wave C making a low that is below this low that we made over here, and that could maybe maximize that target area and maybe take us to around the $0.78 mark. So it's possible that maybe we might try to push above this key area of resistance, get rejected, and then have a pullback to around the $0.78 mark, where we have our next key area of support, and that would be the low for that wave 2 to the lower side, that fractal wave. Then from there we can expect a nice bounce to the upper side, manage to break above this key area of resistance, and take us to this target area that I have here as the minimum that I expect that wave 3 to the upper side to do. So those are the key scenarios that I expect to play out on the Polygon Matic chart, basing it on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's. And if I also take a look at the indicators to see whether those movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI we are trading at around the 57 mark, and that would mean we have massive room for us to continue unlocking even higher prices. And in case we also get rejected, that movement here on the RSI will still be supported. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. If we also take a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.